Wouldn't it be great to live in a world so full of life? Forests are vast, providing us clean air and a home to thousands of animals, clean oceans and river, humans and animals living harmoniously. But right now, humanity is faced with a global crisis, climate change, rise in temperature, ice caps melting and sea levels rising. Unpredictable weather patterns, stronger hurricanes and cyclones, shrinking productivity of harvests, prices of consumer goods will rise, resulting to more poverty. And at the rate it's going right now, it could cause humanity's extinction. But I believe it is not too late to take action, to make a change. Because we are the change. Together, we can do it. For us, for the future generations, for humanity. Be the change before it's too late.
Environmental principles. Number 1, everything is connected to everything else, or in Tagalog, ang lahat ng bagay ay magkakaugnay. Human interaction with nature oftentimes alters the ecosystems. The ways we improperly dispose of brings about the deterioration of land and water quality. 2, all forms of life are important, or in Tagalog, ang lahat na may buhay ay mahalaga. All living things were created for a purpose in relation to humans, other species on Earth, and global ecosystem in general. So, I do believe to this statement, all forms of life are important. This implies that all living organisms, regardless of their size, intelligence, or perceived value to humans, they also have inherent worth and deserve to be respected. Number 3, everything must go somewhere, or in Tagalog, ang lahat ng bagay ay may patutunguhan. My products of consumption go back to the environment. Everything that we throw away, pieces of paper, leftover food, peelings of fruits, plastic wrapper, used container have to go somewhere. Even plants and animals have their own waste, feces, urine, dead leaves, and branches. So this statement, everything must go somewhere, means that all materials in the ecosystem are continually recycled and used over and over. Energy in an ecosystem rather can only be used one time and is not recycled, but molecules and atoms are used over and over.
4. Ours is a finite earth, or ang kalikasan ay may hangganan. Everything that we need is provided by nature in abundance: food, water, energy, minerals, and air. However, some resources that we depend upon nowadays are extracted excessively but are slow to replace. These non-renewable resources experience limits of supply. So, our is a finite earth is the meaning of this, it has a limited size and age. It began with the Big Bang around 13.8 billion years ago and has been expanding ever since. And the 5th is nature knows best, or ang kalikasan ang mas nakakaalam. Nature manifests certain processes that enable it to maintain balance and remain in a state of equilibrium. The nutrient cycling of nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus in the air, water, and land indicates that minerals are utilized within the confines of the earth. So the nature knows best. Its intricate processes have evolved over millions of years, ensuring balance and sustainability in ecosystems. The diversity of life forms under adaptations showcase the wisdom embedded in natural system. And the 6 is nature is beautiful and we are stewards of God's creation, or ang kalikasan ay maganda at tayo ang tagapangasiwa ng lahat na nilikha ng Diyos. Different religions from Islam to Buddhism to Judeo, Christian to indigenous peoples, animism express the belief of caring for the earth, including all creatures. So the nature is beautiful with its breathtaking landscapes, diverse flora and fauna. As stewards of God's creation, it's our responsibility to appreciate, protect, and preserve the natural world for future generations. And the last D is everything changes, or ang lahat ay nagbabago. Changes is the biophysical word occur naturally, as they say there is nothing more permanent in this world than change. Consider the following examples. Metamorphosis of caterpillars to butterflies illustrates morphological changes that occur in living forms. The increase of vegetation on Earth augmented the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere through time. So the everything changes as time flows forward, from the shifting seasons to the constant evolution of technology and society. Embracing change is a fundamental aspect of life, shaping our experiences and fostering growth. So that is the 7 environmental principles.
RA 903 Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. In partnership with stakeholders, the law aims to adopt a systematic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management program that shall ensure the protection of public health and environment. The law ensures proper segregation, collection, storage, treatment, and disposal of solid waste through the formulation and adaptation of best eco-waste products. RA 9275 Philippine Clean Water Act of 2004. The law aims to protect the country's water bodies from pollution from land-based sources or industries and commercial establishments, agriculture, and community or household activities. It provides for comprehensive and integrated strategy to prevent and minimize pollution through a multi-sectoral and participatory approach involving all the stakeholders. RA 6969 Toxic Substances, Hazardous and Nuclear Waste Control Act of 1990. The law aims to protect the country's water bodies from pollution from land-based sources or industries and commercial establishment, agriculture, and community or household activities. It provides for comprehensive and integrated strategy to prevent and minimize pollution through a multi-sectoral and participatory approach involving all the stakeholders.
RA 8435 Agriculture and Fisheries Modernization Act of 1997 establishes that the Department of Agriculture, together with other appropriate agencies, should take into account climate change, weather disturbances, and annual productivity cycles in forecasting and formulating appropriate agricultural and fisheries programs. RA 8749 Clean Air Act of 1999. This moves for an effective air quality management program that will mitigate the worsening problem of air pollution in the country. RA 9512 National Environmental Awareness and Education Act of 2008. This promotes national awareness on the role of natural resources in economic growth and the importance of environmental conservation and ecological balance towards sustained national development. RA 9513 Renewable Energy Act of 2008. It promotes the development, utilization, and commercialization of renewable energy resources.
Environmental protection through individual initiative involves confused action by individual to minimize negative impact on the environment. This includes reducing waste, conserving resources, using renewable energy, supporting sustainable practices, advocating for policy, and participating in community effort. So there are examples of environmental protection. Gardening is a way of improving the environmental we live and adding the plant, flowers, fruits, and vegetables.
Water conservation is the practice of using water efficiently to reduce unnecessary water usage. According to Freshwater Watch, water conservation is important because fresh, clean water is a limited resource as well as a costly one. Conservation of this natural resource is critical for the environment. By conserving water, you can reduce the risk of environmental pollution and also save energy. When the demand for water production lowers, greenhouse gas emissions will reduce too. The next one is the transportation. Every vehicle on the road releases an average of 1 pound of carbon dioxide. Compared with driving alone, taking public transportation reduces the carbon dioxide emissions by 45%, decreasing pollutants in the atmosphere and improving air quality.
Another one is shopping. Individual initiatives for environmental protection deeply intertwined with shopping behaviors, shaping the sustainability landscape. The choices made during shopping expeditions significantly impact the environment. Lastly is community. Community involvement is an essential part of individual initiatives and environmental protection because it amplifies the impact of individual actions and fosters collective responsibility. Engaging with the community enables individuals to share knowledge, resources, and efforts towards common environmental goals. Through collaborative efforts within the community, such as organizing cleanup drives, advocating for sustainable practices, or initiating local conservation projects. Individuals not only multiply the scale of their impact, but also inspire and encourage others to participate. This collective action generates a greater sense of environmental awareness and accountability, leading to more significant and lasting positive changes within the community and beyond.
Community-based gardening. Community-based gardening refers to collaborative efforts where individuals within a community come together to plant, cultivate, and maintain a shared garden space. This practice promotes sustainable agriculture, encourages local food production, and builds a sense of community. By fostering teamwork and shared responsibility, participants often share the harvest produce, fostering not just the growth of plants, but also community bonds. In community-based gardening, diverse benefits extend just beyond cultivating plants. It promotes sustainability, educational opportunities, social cohesion, environmental impact, food security, and aesthetic enhancement.
Mangroves planting and preservation. Mangroves provide natural infrastructure to help protect nearby populated areas by reducing erosion and absorbing storm surge impacts during extreme weather events such as hurricanes. They are also important to the ecosystem. Their dense roots help bind and build soil. Planting mangroves can reduce shoreline erosion and can protect coastal communities against coastal flooding, high winds and waves, and tsunamis. Water sufficiency metric is the measure of provision or availability of adequate amount of clean water. This data can be obtained via survey where farming households are asked to indicate water sufficiency for various activities that will include cooking, drinking, and cleaning.
Ecosystems play a crucial role in maintaining environmental stability and promoting biodiversity. Different types of ecosystems exist, ranging from terrestrial to aquatic, and each contributes to the overall balance of the land. There are some key ecosystem sites in their importance in environmental rainforest. The importance of rainforests, such as the Amazon rainforest, are often referred to as the lungs of the earth because they produce a significant portion of the world's oxygen. They also store vast amount of carbon, helping regulate global climate patterns. Coral reefs. Coral reefs are vital for marine life and coastal protection. They act as nurses for many fish species, provide a barrier against storm surge, and support tourism and fisheries.
Climate-smart industries and services are those that prioritize sustainability, environment, stewardship, and low carbon emissions. While also driving economic growth and development, these sectors are focused on reducing their environmental impact, adapting to the effects of climate change, and leveraging opportunities for the clean and renewable energy sources. Climate-smart industries and services encompass a wide range of sectors, from energy and transportation to agriculture, manufacturing, and construction. Climate-smart industries and services are pivotal in the global effort to mitigate climate change and build a more sustainable future. By embracing this principle across various sectors, business and industries can play a significant role in addressing climate challenges while also unlocking new opportunities for growth, innovation, and environmental stewardship. Moreover, agroforestation is an important strategy for enhancing sustainability, biodiversity, and climate resilience in agricultural systems. By integrating trees into farming practices, agroforestation offers a range of benefits for both the environmental and farming communities. Agroforestation represents a holistic approach to land management that addresses multiple environmental, social, and economic objectives. By integrating trees into agricultural landscapes, agroforestation offers a sustainable and multifaceted strategy for addressing environmental challenges, enhancing ecosystem services, and supporting resilience and productive agricultural systems.
Sustainable energy is derived from resources that can maintain current operations without jeopardizing the energy needs or climate of future generations. The most popular sources of sustainable energy including the solar panel. A solar panel is a device that converts sunlight into electricity by using photovoltaic or PV cells. PV cells are made of materials that produce excited electrons when exposed to light. The electrons flow through a circuit and produce direct current or DC electricity, which can be used to power various devices or be stored in batteries. Solar panels are also known as solar cell panels, solar electric panels, or PV modules.